Carlos Alcaraz's joke to Rafa Nadal during their reunion with Spain: "They should give you a smaller room." Everyone is now in Malaga. The Spanish national team reunited this Saturday afternoon with the arrival of the last member, Carlos Alcaraz, who landed in the city after his elimination from the last tournament. His arrival was marked by a heartfelt reunion with Rafa Nadal, who will retire after competing in the Davis Cup. The Mercian arrived on Saturday morning but did not train, with his first practice session scheduled for Sunday at 3 p.m. He will train alongside Rafa Nadal, who is preparing to see whether he will play the singles matches depending on his health condition. Alcaraz jokes with Nadal during their reunion. The entire Spanish team came together at the team's hotel. Rafa Nadal had just finished training with Carlos Moya and David Ferrer and, after showering, entered the hall, where he shared a warm embrace with Carlos Alcaraz. As the team was leaving the hotel, Carlos Alcaraz joked with Rafa Nadal, "They should give you a smaller room," the Mercian quipped to the man from Monaco, sparking laughter among everyone present, hinting that the legendary player had snagged the largest room of all. Alcaraz and the dream of the Davis Cup. After his loss to German Alexander Zverev, 7-6-5 and 6-4, Carlos Alcaraz expressed his determination to win the Davis Cup title. "It will be very special," he began, referring to Rafa Nadal's retirement. "He deserves to finish with a title. This is probably the most special tournament I'll ever play in my career, given the circumstances and because the Davis Cup is a tournament I've always dreamed of winning someday," he said on Friday. "For me, representing Spain is one of the greatest honors in the world, and having Rafa by my side, knowing it's his last tournament, will make it even more special," he concluded. Alcaraz: "I'm going to try to help the team in any way I can." The Spanish tennis player spoke about the challenge of the Davis Cup 2024 finals, where he will share a team with Rafa Nadal for the last time as Nadal retires from the competition. Alcaraz trusts in the team for the Davis Cup. The ATP finals are now behind Carlos Alcaraz. The Mercian player is already in Malaga, ready for the final challenge of a demanding 2024, hoping to finish it on a high note by helping Spain secure its 7th Davis Cup trophy. This final phase, beginning with Spain's match against the Netherlands on November 19, is particularly meaningful as it marks the final farewell of Rafa Nadal, the greatest Spanish tennis player of all time. Alcaraz said he hopes to do everything possible to help the team win the championship, not just for himself or Spain but also to give Nadal the send-off he deserves for his brilliant career. In statements collected by the official ATP website, Alcaraz emphasized the emotional component of this year's tournament due to Nadal's retirement, describing it as the most special tournament he might ever play in his career. "The Davis Cup, always different from the rest, probably the most special tournament I'll ever play in my career. Because of everything surrounding it, the circumstances. The Davis Cup has always been a tournament I've wanted to win. I'm passionate about representing Spain. I've said it many times, representing your country is one of the greatest honors in the world. Having Rafa by my side, knowing it's his last tournament, will make it even more special. Winning for Spain and for Nadal. I'm going to try to contribute and help the team in any way I can. For me, for Spain, and especially for Rafa. I think he's the player who most deserves to finish his incredible career with a title, and I know how special the Davis Cup is for him. It will be a tough challenge but also very motivating to give this to Rafa." If you're enjoying this content and don't want to miss the best news, analysis, and exclusives from the tennis world, subscribe now. Just click the subscribe button and activate the notification bell. Bidding farewell to his compatriot. It's much more important to bid farewell to Rafa, at least for me. The Davis Cup happens every year. The farewell of Rafa, a legend in sports, unfortunately, happens only once. The Davis is very important, representing your country and trying to win it for Spain, but personally, it's a huge thrill to be by Rafa's side for his farewell. And for it to happen in the Davis Cup, a tournament that has been so important to him, practically where his career began with that victory against Roddick. Retiring in this competition is special for him and for me as well. It's going to be an incredible event, and hopefully, it ends with the title. The earnings Alcaraz takes home despite ATP Finals elimination. This year's total prize money is $15,250,000. Despite his loss, the Mercian earns a significant amount from the tournament. The ATP Finals will remain without a Spanish champion for another year. Carlos Alcaraz, aiming to succeed Manuel Orantes, Houston 1976, and Alex Corretja, Hanover 1998, on the list of Spanish winners, lost in straight sets, 7-6-5 and 6-4, to an exceptional Alexander Zverev, exiting the Masters Cup. The loss means Carlos will not reclaim the world number 2 ranking, closing 2024 as number 3, though with 2 more Grand Slam titles, Roland Garros and Wimbledon, added to his record. However, his defeat does not prevent him from pocketing a significant portion of the tournament's prize pool. The Nitto ATP Finals are the pinnacle of the ATP Tour season. The event, featuring only the world's top 8 singles players and doubles teams, has been held in major cities worldwide, with a rich history dating back to the Masters' debut in Tokyo, 1970. From 2021 to 2025, the tournament is being held at the ALCARAZ'S Arena in Turin, Italy's largest indoor sports stadium. Novak Djokovic is the tournament's most successful player, having won it 7 times. $1 million prize pool. This year's prize money totals $15,250,000, a 1.67% increase from 2023. Each player takes home a minimum of $331,000 just for participating. The tournament winner will pocket $2,237,200, rising to $4,881,500 if they remain unbeaten. The runner-up will earn $1,123,400, while players in the group stage will receive $165,500 for 1 win, $248,250 for 2 wins, and $331,000 for an unbeaten record. Finally, alternates, waiting for a spot in case of a withdrawal, will earn $155,000. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe and leave a like, because here at Tennis Zone, we're dedicated to bringing you the best information for the best audience, sharing in-depth analyses, exclusive interviews, and comprehensive coverage of everything related to the world of tennis. Join our community and be part of the excitement of the tournaments with us. Additionally, at Tennis Zone, we strive to provide you with updated, high-quality content about players, tournaments, strategies, and the most relevant events in the tennis world.